Hey there, Eric Henderson with another video that is sort of in line with a series of videos that I've been doing that is answering the question that I get all the time. The people say it's kind of like, I call it the 1 foot in, 1 foot out sort of approach when it comes to leaving a job or leaving an employment or career, or sometimes even a business, and moving on to do something that you love to do. And I can tell you that most people would think that leaving a job, leaving that quote-unquote security, especially, and I get it, a lot of people have responsibility out there, I totally understand that, but most people think, well, you know what, I'm just going to leave. Well, I can't. Should I try? I don't know, maybe I'll try this. And it's back and forth, right? 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I'm here to tell you that there is another way to approach getting out of your job, because if you do it right, you can make this work. You can make it work pretty quickly compared to what most people would tell you. So my thoughts, and I wrote a blog post on this, which I think underneath this video you should be able to find the link to it. Here's how I would look at it. I work with a lot of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, self-employed people that want to become self-employed, that right now have a job or have a career that they're dying to get out of. And there's two qualities they all have in common when they are trying to get out of their situation. And if I can look at anybody that's in a career or a job they don't like, and I'll tell you within 5 minutes or less if they're going to make it. And here they are. Number one is that they always set aside time to work on themselves, to gather more information, more knowledge. It's the escape plan that they're starting to create. If you think about one of my favorite movies, The Shawshank Redemption, right? Shawshank Redemption, where he is just day by day acting like nothing's going on, being cool about everything, and all of a sudden, toward the end of the movie, I don't want to give it away if you've seen it, but the unimaginable happens, and he does something that's just unheard of, and he's successful at it. And if you haven't seen the movie, you got to check it out. But if you have seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And so, by having a plan and constantly working on some skill set, some knowledge that you are honing, it's going to get you out of there. That's the first thing that they have. The second one is that they have something on the side. I don't care if you're an engineer, a software developer, or you're just a person with the preneur in them, that entrepreneur passion. You are doing something. Maybe you're learning on your boss's dime. Maybe you're learning on, whoever your employer's dime and their experience that they're teaching you. But you are working on something over here. So you have an interest and an investment, both in time and sometimes money. Money, that's another indicator, if they're spending money while they're employed on something else. So ask yourself that question. Are you working on something right now or developing a skill set that can free you? Because at the end of the day, I've always said that having a job, in my opinion, today especially more so than maybe 20, 30 years ago, is more risky than having your own business. And with the internet today, and all the tools and the technologies that we have, you can literally start your own business for almost no cost, part-time, and in a host of ways. So think on that. Read my blog post if you want to expand on this conversation. But if you have the 1 foot in, 1 foot out, just take the plunge, but do it strategically. And in my blog post, I have 4 or 5 steps that outline sort of my story, how I did it, how I teach others to do it, how to do it so that really you're putting the odds are more in your favor for your new business to become way more successful than the comparable to the quote-unquote security of the current employment, job, or career you may be in. So if you have a passion for doing something different and living your life in different terms, you can do it. I'm telling you that. But you have to make sure you do it correctly, and kind of like if you've seen the movie The Office Space, where Peter, the main character, just up and quits his job. Not the best decision if you have responsibilities. I get it. But for most of us who have responsibilities, there's a strategic way to eject yourself from your job. And I'll talk about more about that in the blog post. So I hope this helps. I hope this gives you a new perspective. Maybe to say, there's no fear. Don't be worried about leaving your job. Just do things methodically, strategically, think through them, and before you know it, you'll be well on your way to getting that job slowly saying bye-bye, because you're going to be creating your own security in your own business. So love to hear your thoughts on that, and if you're interested, hit me up, shoot me an email, and we'll if you can find all that information on the blog anyway. So, and love to chat with you. Thanks for listening. Take care.